rather have at least a lot of talk and not much of that actual, at least severe weather kind of taking place. Never a good scenario when we do actually have severe weather here in Northeast Ohio, but we will bring you the latest on anything that will actually occur as far as severe weather this evening, and we're still looking at that potential for a little bit of that severe weather even into early next week. And let's see, Cheney, a little bit of severe weather potential across Stark County. We might see some gusty winds out there, maybe a little bit of lightning, but things are starting to get a little bit better throughout the next couple of hours. So I don't think we'll see a lot of that potential of severe weather this evening, so that is some good news. But still some rain out there, a little bit maybe gusty winds across the area for the next couple of hours, but by about midnight, 2 a.m., things beginning to quiet down greatly. So that is some good news, but the front is still off towards our west, and you'll notice a lot more quiet weather moving in to the upper Midwest, but yeah, that's a lot of snow. Winter not quite done just yet. Leslie, down in Louisville, let's see, you've got some family down there. Let's take a look right now. Louisville is certainly a little bit more active this evening. Certainly a potential for some stronger storms. Nothing currently warning down in Louisville right now. That's some good news. So definitely a little bit more active weather down there with that tornado watch across parts of western Kentucky, down into southwestern Ohio, but here closer to home, things are definitely a lot quieter. Parma going to hit a little bit of rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Shannon, definitely glad to have you on. Ashland County, a little bit more of that rain starting to move in from the west, but not much else to at least worry about so far. Things are looking a little bit quieter for the next couple of hours. And let's see, Jen, down in Cincinnati, you've got family down there. Definitely make sure that they're getting some information. Just to the north and east around Wilmington, there is that potential for a couple of stronger storms, maybe producing some tornadic development around Wilmington. Just to the east of Lebanon, Ohio, there is a couple of tornado warnings that way, so make sure your folks in Cincinnati have some of those details if they're not already hopefully sheltering in place. But here in Northeast Ohio, some rain, some thunderstorms out there, a little bit of lightning, and some gusty winds for the remainder of this evening. So not a lot of severe potential, thankfully, as the atmosphere is becoming a little bit more stable over the next several hours. So we're going to be looking at a little bit of rain for the latter half of this evening and taking a look at some of the data right now. And definitely some good news on a lot of that data, as most of the atmosphere is starting to become a little bit more stabilized. And that is always some good news here in Northeast Ohio, especially when we potentially could have seen a lot more damaging storms, as parts of Michigan and parts of Indiana definitely saw for the latter half of the afternoon. So the majority of the evening hours becoming a little bit more stable out there. Most of Northeast Ohio will become a little bit more in the way of colder, unfortunately, for the latter half of the evening and overnight tonight. And we'll be looking at that potential, believe it or not, of a little more winter to round out the weekend through early next week. So temperatures currently into those 60s here in Northeast Ohio right now. 59 at Sandusky to Fremont, still a lot of mid-60s towards the south and east. And a lot more of those changes will be occurring for the latter half of the overnight tonight. So the model kind of suggesting more of those storms between about now and midnight tonight, a couple of maybe stronger storms. And then once we get to about 1, 2 a.m., things begin to quiet down. The cold front doesn't actually pass through until sometime after midnight. Between about 4 and 5 a.m., we'll probably see most of that cold front passing through. And you will want to grab those winter jackets. Certainly, a lot of that cold air filtering in as early tomorrow morning, and temps really not budging much. So about lunchtime on Monday, might only see those mid-40s during the afternoon, and then 30s by the end of the afternoon into the evening. And a lot more cold air from that north and northwest will continue to stick around for the start of the new week. So a lot of cold air starting to move in to round out the month of March, and we'll be talking more active weather to start off the month of April. But right now, currently, we're looking at that thing as far as any severe thunderstorm warnings. The last one just expired over the last few minutes in parts of Ottawa County. So no warnings officially here in Northeast Ohio, which is some good news. And a little bit of lightning, some heavy rain, and a little bit maybe of some stronger winds. Still a possibility through the evening hours, but I think we'll be looking at things much more improved between about now and midnight tonight. Still some potential, maybe a stronger storm out there, and if anything does begin to pop back up, we'll certainly come back on and let you know. But currently, a lot of the region, just a little bit of lightning and some stronger winds, a possibility under about